So we'll see you Wednesday night. Game 3 of the NBA Finals Wednesday in Cleveland, and Golden State halfway to being the foregone conclusion I labeled them a few weeks ago. Vegas felt the same way. They were minus 1,000 to win the finals before the series even started. They're now minus 2,500, which seems actually kind of low. It means you need to risk $2,500 to win a $100 bill. Cleveland is winning the bench player who has played 0 postseason minutes, who has the most to say award. Kendrick Perkins letting everyone know he's not the problem you want. Okay, Perk. Cavs have not named LeBron, have struggled so far in the finals after shooting 40% on catch-and-shoot attempts in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. J.R. Smith, 1 of 8 on those attempts in the finals. Kyle Korver averaged 10 points per game in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. He's certainly been important for them as a perimeter weapon. Give the guy his shots, that's what he does. But he's been missing in action in the finals. 4 points in 33 minutes. And try as he might, LeBron can't do everything. He set up his teammates through the first 2 games, but they've not come through. Shooting 25% on 3-pointers off passes from LeBron, who's just 5 of 16 when those shots are contested. Brian Windhorst joins us now. And Brian, I could let it go or I could be me. I'm going to be me. Are you tickling the ivories this evening? What have you stepped away from the piano? What's going on here, pal?
Scott, the Late Show is coming up. There's still tickets available, but I'm staying for it. You're welcome to join.
Outstanding. I'm going to pass, and we're just going to talk about some sports here, and I'll actually ask you about some. The Cavs, as the series shifts back home, are looking at Rodney Hood, and I feel awful to go this route, but this feels like a horror movie or something, and you're out of bullets, and it's when you throw the gun because you're out of bullets. Is this the equivalent of just sort of throwing the gun because why not?
Don't run back into the house, Scott.
No.
That's, you're not supposed to do that. So this is not a commentary on Rodney Hood. It's more of a commentary on some of the Cavs bench players, specifically Jordan Clarkson, who hasn't been playing well, and he doesn't effectively pass the ball, so you might as well put in a guy who's a shooter there. Now, Rodney Hood could end up having a really good Game 3. He could hit 5 threes. He could have a transcendent moment in his career. But he's not been good in this postseason. His plus-minus has been terrible. And last year with the Jazz, when they played the Warriors in the postseason, he went 1 of 15 on 3-pointers in that series. Now, doesn't mean it has anything to do with what's going to happen tomorrow, but this is definitely the Cavs throwing dice at the felt, hoping to hit 7 or 11 or whatever you're looking for. Understood. Meanwhile, the Warriors, they get to bring someone back who's been a Finals MVP in theory. How much credit do we have about just how close Iguodala is? Well, I think if he doesn't have any setbacks, I think he feels good about playing. And this is huge for the Warriors, especially because they're going to be in Cleveland. And you know the Cavs are going to play better. You know they're going to shoot better. They haven't lost here at home since Game 1 of the playoffs way back in April. And to have another guy to put on LeBron James, even if he only takes him for a handful of possessions, to relieve Kevin Durant of that a little bit, and to have another quality veteran big that can focus, because sometimes the Warriors don't focus so well on the road off the bench. It would be a huge lift for them. The Cavs are expecting him to play, and the Cavs are regretting not getting one of those games when he was out in the Bay. Brian, whether it's the private conversations or reading between the lines or just your interpretations of the things you're hearing, body language, whatever, what's your sense of Cleveland's belief about an ability to get on the board in this series and get a game? Well, they feel like they haven't put their best foot forward yet, specifically with the three-point shooting. Scott, I've been saying this for a week and a half now. At some point, the Cavs are going to hit those threes. They hit them all year. They just haven't been able to make them. They do shoot better at home than on the road. And if they could just get 2 or 3 extra to fall, it would change their whole mentality. And so while we can go X and O all night long, Kevin Love is always going to have a matchup problem against the Warriors. The Cavs are never going to have the firepower that the Warriors do. But if they hit a couple of freaking 3-pointers, things are going to feel a little bit different to them. And that's what they're waiting for. They're just working their offense and hoping that it works. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Brian Windhorst from a cabaret somewhere in Cleveland. Thank you for your time, my friend. We will talk again soon. Thank you.